and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Detroit Tigers have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been
just about ready to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Chris Bassett. What do you look for here?
Boogie showed me something. Really battled, pitched deep into that ball game. 8+ innings. Didn't get the win. Couldn't get enough run support. But you shake that off. You come out today and try to have the same type of performance.
Bo Bichette stands in now and watches strike one. In the air, right side. Kiermaier makes the grab, one away. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, but when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Kicks and deals.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Fires over to first. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
Matt Vierling.
In there for strike one. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No. Back here at the ballpark, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
And a pitch. Whit Merrifield leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, Justin Verlander has had a lot of notoriety since he was first drafted. Second overall pick by the Tigers in 2004 out of Old Dominion, and a guy who has won 3 Cy Youngs and as well an MVP. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of. Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the. Back here at Rogers Center, second inning set to go. And now it's going to be Kerry Carpenter. The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike. And now 1-2. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now here is Zach McKinstry in there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Now that's smacked to right center. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. Tigers fail to make any noise. We'll go to the bottom of the second. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Danny Jansen. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Verlander, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That one missed. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Brandon Belt, who grew up in Texas, played his college ball at the University of Texas, and then went on to win World Series with the Giants in 2012 and 2014. They called him the captain for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I remember Bruce Bochy talking about Brandon Belt when he was just coming up to the big leagues and said he was a left-handed Buster Posey.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here is Matt Chapman. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Jansen stands at first with 1 out. Caught him looking for the K.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Struck him out looking. One left for Toronto. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now in Toronto at the plate.
The shortstop,
Torres in his 6th season, 26 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ryan Kreidler batting with one down, takes a strike. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And there are 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Donnie Sands digs in now, looking for his first big league hit right here. Ball 1, no strikes. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 2. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. 2-1 now. The pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that's the inning. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the third. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The center fielder, Dalton
And the pitch.
Varsho.
Just missed. Varsho measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Number 19 in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And first offering is fouled off. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. tapped out in front of the plate. Gathers and throws to first. And that is the inning. So they go quiet. Welcome back. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The second baseman. Bo Bichette.
Bassett back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Bo Bichette blasts one out. His second of the year.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. And that's in there for strike one.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike three.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Vierland in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And another ball. Swing and a pop-up. Pulls it in on the run. And there are two outs.
The right fielder, number 30.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Popped in the air, left field, and the inning is over. Detroit draws first blood on a solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, here's Kevin Kiermaier.
The right fielder, Kevin.
The wind of the pitch.
Kiermaier.
Just off the inside edge. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. Goes down looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Guerrero takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. On the ground to first. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One gone, runner at first. And now for the Jays, Danny Jansen. And a foul ball. Guerrero, the base runner at first with one out. At the belt and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And he deals. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Bell in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Out to short. To second, there's Bichette. That's the third out. Inning over. Blue Jays help. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now it's the DH, Josh Bell. The right-hander back to work. And that's outside. And now 2-0.
Oh, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Merrifield pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Now the left fielder, Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1.
McKinstry.
First offering and it just misses. There's a strike. In the air, left field. Number 36 should have this one. And there's 2 down. Here's Gleyber Torres.
The Tigers, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
That's in for a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Popped up. Merrifield puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Tigers are shut down there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Matt Chapman on the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Now the 0-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. The punch out there. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Number 36 batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And here it comes. Bounced up the middle. Collected by Torres. On the run. Throw to first. Awesome play there.
Center fielder, number 25.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Grounded out his first time. In there for strike 1.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
0-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Torres over to first. That's out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still behind. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Ryan Kreidler. The line to kick the pitch. Kreidler measures 6 feet 4 inches. 25 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. This one in the air right field. Kiermaier makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Donnie Sands. Popped out foul ground first time through. Ball 1 low. And that one upstairs. And now 2 balls and a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So 2 down now, and here is Bo Bichette. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Bogey, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Ball 1 there. Out towards right center field. Merrifield gets under it. He makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here. Back now in Toronto. And now
the shortstop, number 19.
Here comes the pitch. And downstairs. That's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Steps on first for the out. Here's Kiermaier now.
The right fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Bassett back to work.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Hit weakly on the ground. Chapman fires across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
Vierling.
That one's in there, 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. And 2 away to start the seventh.
Right fielder, number 30.
Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Puts the squeeze on it, and that is that. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman, Vladimir.
The pitch. Up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the seventh. Now it's Jansen to hit. A strikeout and a walk. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Late with the swing there. Righty delivers. Bounce to third. Throws across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs. And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Bell. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Check swing, went around, and the count is 0-2.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Zach Pop. This is his 3rd time out this year. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Number 56, Zach Pop.
And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Zach McKinstry will hit next. In there at the knees, strike 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tim Mesa, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Richards warming up as well. Now fly ball to right center. Kiermaier moving under it. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here comes Gleyber
Now
Torres.
The shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 8th, and now for the Jays.
The left field.
Number 36, Bo Brisky on the pitch out of the pen here. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Number 4.
And it is. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next pitch misses. Now 2-0. And the righty deals. And now it's even up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground to third, and he grabs it in foul ground. On the ground to short, Torres tosses across to first. That takes care of Springer. Number 19, the next to hit. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carpenter heading to the alley. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And the inning is over. So remaining in the game defensively, George Springer, Jordan Romano on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of them right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here it comes. Kreidler up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
This to center field. Springer on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Donnie Sands.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. So the lineup flips over. And next to hit for Detroit, Bo Bichette. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th. So it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
In for a strike, and it's 1-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Line drive. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the... And welcome back. Last chance for the home team with Merrifield up to the plate. New pitcher for the Tigers, Jason Foley.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Kiermaier in the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Snags it on the run. 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, 1 for 3. Right side. Bichette. On to first. Ball game. And the Tigers.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the guy standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these guys did on the mound today.
1-0 the final, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors, and they left no runners on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors, they left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.